Welcome, engineers. My name is Travis IQ, and today we're talking about cryptocurrency. Cryptocurrency in the context of these crazy markets, right? So I've been getting a lot of questions about cryptocurrency lately and some services that I use to buy and store cryptocurrency and what I like and dislike. So I thought that I would use this as a good forum to summarize what I know. This is simply informational. I wanted to tell you what I have been doing over the last 1 to 2 years regarding cryptocurrency and Bitcoin. And I am obviously not a financial advisor, and I am not giving financial advice, clearly, right? First, I think the case for Bitcoin is becoming a little more obvious with the recent turmoil in the markets. This is including things like Reddit's Wall Street Bets, GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, Nokia, etc. going crazy, the market's responding, shorting, all this stuff. So that being said, if you're looking for a hedge or a place to opt out of traditional finance systems, cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, and some other blockchain solutions might be a good way for you to do that. I've heard a number of really intelligent cryptocurrency investors and technologists talk about Bitcoin as basically a digital version of gold with similar properties like scarcity, divisibility, and immutability, which make it a good store of value, and I tend to agree. Let's start with what I wouldn't use. Services like Robinhood or PayPal to purchase Bitcoin. While those are easy, intuitive ways to purchase Bitcoin and some other cryptocurrencies, neither Robinhood nor PayPal support Bitcoin wallets. So you can't custody your own Bitcoin, you can't transfer that Bitcoin off of that service to somewhere else, such as your own self-custodied hardware wallet, which I'll talk about later. Basically, you can't do anything with that Bitcoin other than own it as an exposure to the asset, which is fine, but it's really a limited use case and not the real purpose of decentralized infrastructures and Bitcoin specifically. The app that I would use, and I do use sometimes to purchase Bitcoin, is CashApp. CashApp has a really easy, intuitive interface to use, and when you set up Bitcoin purchases, it gives you a wallet address. That is your wallet address. You can send Bitcoin to that wallet address. You can transfer Bitcoin from that wallet address to somewhere else. It is awesome. So here's a quick demo of how to use the app. CashApp will download and it'll be a little green icon with a little $sign. You can then navigate to the stocks and Bitcoin section. There will be a little tab icon for stocks and Bitcoin. We can use this tab to buy Bitcoin. You can use some preset amounts, or you can use the ellipses to purchase a custom amount. You can also use the send, little envelope icon, to send or receive Bitcoin. If you were to choose the deposit Bitcoin, you can see a Bitcoin wallet address specific to you. This is where any Bitcoin that you purchase will be deposited, and it is also an address that you can use to send and receive Bitcoin securely. Okay, so we started with an intuitive way to purchase Bitcoin. What I'd like to do now is show you what I think is the most cost-effective and easiest way to purchase Bitcoin daily, weekly, or monthly. The frequency with which I purchase Bitcoin is weekly. Weekly purchasing in this way is known as dollar cost averaging. The service that I use is a dollar cost averaging utility called SwanBitcoin. I believe SwanBitcoin has the best prices for purchasing Bitcoin and the most secure infrastructure for purchasing and custodying in the industry. While it is slightly more difficult to change settings like frequency of purchase, total dollar amount, and the transfer of Bitcoin can be relatively slow, the service prioritizes lowering cost and increasing security. And for a dollar cost averaging service, those are the two things I am most concerned with. So SwanBitcoin here at swanbitcoin.com has a very minimalist interface. You can see that they have just a blog, FAQ, sign up and log in. They have a login portal and a web dashboard where you can look at things like your stack and the growth of your Bitcoin portfolio over time as you dollar cost average. If we click the sign up link, you can see it will take us to a very minimalist sign up page where we can enter an email and it will start the verification process. The setup and verification process is relatively intuitive. If there is a request for it, I may make a more in-depth video about this at a later date. Okay, last but not least, you've purchased some Bitcoin intuitively with CashApp, and now you're dollar cost averaging with some frequency on SwanBitcoin. Now, where do we put our Bitcoin? Some would say you should exclusively use self-custodied hardware wallets like a Ledger Nano S or Ledger Nano X. I actually do use these hardware wallets, but I will save the setup and utility of these for a later video because I think that they are a little bit more complex. An easier place to store your Bitcoin where you can actually earn some yield aka interest on the store of value that you have, is an app called Celsius. I use Celsius to store a portion of my Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And for us Americans, you can earn up to 6% APY on your first 2 Bitcoin. So it's a pretty good way, other than the price appreciation, to earn some value on this store of value that you are accumulating. I will leave a link in the description below to a good YouTube tutorial on how to use Celsius. Speaking of links in the description below, I have left affiliate links to all the products that I mentioned in this video in the description below. Feel free to use these affiliate links if you choose. They are not sponsored in any way. These are all products and services that I have researched and used personally, which is why I chose to share them with you. In the description below, you will also find links to a few products and services that I haven't mentioned or gone into great depth about, including the Ledger Nano S and X, as well as the Voyager app and cryptocurrency exchange Kraken. If there are other services or technologies in blockchain and cryptocurrency that you'd like me to take a look at, such as decentralized exchanges, Ethereum tokens, alternate blockchains, leave your questions and comments in the description below. Please like and subscribe for more content. And as is always the case, engineer, break stuff, and have fun.